Welcome back once again. We are here for another contributor of the Cinema Legacy Poll Project, brought to you by those wonderful Duncans, Tom and Dana, over at The Greatest Movie of All Time. Up today, we have somebody who's done a couple of guest spots over at the GMOAT podcast. He's also going to be on for their Heat episode coming up in December. Let me introduce you to Ralph Esparza.
My name is Ralph Esparza, and it was an honor to participate in the Cinema Legacy Poll for 2025. Here's a quick rundown of my top 10 films of all time. Number 1, Jaws. For me, this is the movie that made me fall in love with movies. The story, direction by Steven Spielberg, the acting, the music, the editing, everything combined just made this film something special for me. And it will always live on for generations to come. In my opinion, probably the most perfect film ever made. The true definition of a blockbuster film. Number 2, The Godfather. Once again, incredible performances by all involved, from Pacino to Brando to Robert Duvall to James Caan. Everybody just knocked it out of the park. The cinematography was on point. Production design was on point. And the music took it to another level. Definitely a classic that will live on for years and years and years. Number 3, The Godfather 2. The follow-up to The Godfather. In fact, The Godfather 2 won the Oscar for Best Picture. What an amazing piece of filmmaking. Complete visual feast for the eyes. I believe it was the first sequel to also win the Oscar for the Best Picture. Just an incredible film, and definitely one of my favorites. Number 4, Schindler's List. For me, it was almost like watching a documentary. I don't think Spielberg will ever be able to top this masterpiece. This film evoked so many emotions in me. I sat there stunned at what I just saw as the credits rolled. The music score by John Williams is hauntingly beautiful and literally brought tears to my eyes. Just an amazing film. Number 5, JFK. Once again, this was also like watching a documentary film. The cinematography, the lighting, the editing, everything was top notch. And in my opinion, Oliver Stone's best film. Just an absolutely amazing accomplishment. Such a great film. Number 6, Heat. I say this is one of not the best cops and robbers crime films ever produced. Michael Mann doing what he does best. Every actor, from Pacino to De Niro to Val Kilmer to Tom Sizemore, everyone involved brought their A game to the project. This film captures the gritty yet beautiful vibe of Los Angeles after dark. Number 7, Magnolia, a modern day masterpiece. What else can I say? Each and every mini story in this film makes the experience of watching this a roller coaster of emotions. I laughed, I cried. Paul Thomas Anderson will definitely go down as one of the most amazing directors ever. The performances he brought out of the talent was some of the best work they ever did. Number 8, Rear Window. One of Hitchcock's best, by far. The build-up to the climax of the film is created brilliantly by Alfred Hitchcock. We as the viewer become somewhat of a voyeur to the lives of the different characters in the film. And it's satisfying in some ways. The set design was absolutely incredible and hard to believe it was built in a huge soundstage. I never get tired of watching this when it comes up on TV. Number 9, The Graduate. For me, a timeless classic. Dustin Hoffman's breakout performance that put him on the map. Mike Nichols' direction was just amazing. And let's not forget about the soundtrack by Simon and Garfunkel. Watching this film instantly transports me back to the 1960s whenever I see it. Such a great film. Last but not least, number 10, Rocky. A moving story that still holds up well today. Even though he didn't win the final fight, he still won because he went the distance with Apollo Creed. He knew before he went in the ring, he probably wasn't going to win. He just wanted to go this distance, which no fighter had ever done. He was a lost and defeated man looking for some sort of purpose in life, and he found it. Such a great, great film of the 70s.
All right, there's Ralph. Tremendous stuff from him. I was taking some notes. Let me run through a bit of Ralph's top 10 and my thoughts. At number 1, Ralph's got Jaws. How do you possibly argue with that? You can hear plenty more of Ralph talking about that. He was on the GMOAT podcast earlier in 2025. I've got a link to that in the description, so check that out after you listen to this. Godfather and Godfather Part 2, Schindler's List, JFK, all tremendous movies. He's also got Heat at number 6. Again, you can hear Ralph talk about Heat with the GMOAT guys here in December. He's got Magnolia, another guest spot he did over at GMOAT, so that's all making sense. And as I was looking at his top 10, 40% of his top 10 are from the 1970s. And that is my personal favorite decade. So Ralph and I are very much mutually in agreement that the 1970s rock. All right, thanks for taking part in that, Ralph. Thank you for everyone who's listening to this right now. And I have more contributors of the Cinema Legacy Project very, very soon in the coming days. So keep your eyes on this channel. You'll hear from more of the contributors, what they picked, why they picked it. I'm Andrew. I'll see you next time.